Hi, Howard Barber here again. I have a book on living love, and the focus is on practical living and probably much different than you'll ever expect to read about love. So I want to start sharing some of those chapters and information with you so you know where I'm coming from as I present other stuff. I'm versed in martial arts and healthcare and religion, spirituality, so I have a lot of information to give from a lot of different directions. Plus, I'll from time to time comment on what's going on, which is crazy, as you know. Stuff going on that just boggles the mind that people even think to do the things they're doing. Anyway, love. What is love? One of the things that love is unifying. If you love someone, say you get married, the idea is that you're unifying with someone else to share your life with them. So love is uniting in some way. I love my church means I want to go to my church. I want to be united with my church. Hopefully, if you're going to church, you're wanting to unite with them. Otherwise, you need to go to a different church or synagogue, whatever. Marriage is a unification. Feeling yourself as a member of a family can be love and unifying. And sometimes, of course, families fall apart and divide. But what we really want to do is seek union, seek love, union with the world, not just local, but the whole world needs to be unified and understand the equitable needs and the equalness of all the sexes, the races, the countries, the sports, unified. And sports can be divisive too, but it doesn't have to be. If you look at sports, it's just, I'm playing against you, I want to win, but if I don't, I want to celebrate our skills. I want to say, good game, and not trash your city or something because you beat me, or try to beat you up or something. That's not what it's about. So everything we do can be turned towards unification instead of division. And speaking of unification, understanding each other and stuff, God loves everyone, all of creation. And there's different names for God, and there's different religions celebrating God in different ways because of how that society was brought up. God doesn't favor any one religion or any one society, any one race, any one sexual identification. God loves us all. And we are to be the hands and feet of God's love. And that's why this book is a practical living love. Because you pray and you think positively and stuff. Well, where's that getting you? Probably farther than what you realize. Because God may be coming to you and saying, hey, I need you to walk 10 feet over there. I've had somebody drop off $10,000 in a bag. There's no one around. There's no identification. There's no way for you to surrender it to anybody. It's my gift to you. And you've been praying for this money, and you're thinking, I feel like I should go over there. Nah. And you don't do it. I remember one time I told God in my head, I need $500 for Christmas. Things have been bad that year. I didn't have any money. And we'd always celebrate Christmas in my family, so I said, I need $500. And I stopped at the next gas station, went in and bought one ticket. When I got back in the car, I started scratching it off. Wow, $500, just like I asked. Another time I had a girlfriend break up with me in college. That's a few years back. And I asked God for 35 cents on the way back to my dormitory for a Coke. And as soon as I asked for that, my foot either kicked coins or coins fell on my foot. who knows? I reached down. You couldn't see. It was so dark in that particular location. It was so dark you couldn't see. But I found 2 coins. And when I finally got to where I could see what they were, it was a quarter and a dime, 35 cents. Well, what if I kicked that money or it fell at my feet and I just ignored it? You know? So what I'm saying is that sometimes God asks you, or maybe someone around you, to do something that will fulfill your needs, your true needs that you prayed for and that you've been thinking positively about. But if you don't make that move and all you just think that you just got to think positively and that's it, then you're going to miss out on stuff. So my book is called Living Love, Moving from Positive Thinking, Prayer, and Meditation into the Power of Practice. The power of actually moving with the response God gives you. So you need to be attentive, aware of what God is wanting you to do and be responsive to that. And the people around you, same thing. So you may think, oh, God's not answering my prayer, oh, everything's so bad. Well, that's because someone isn't doing what they're directed to do. And that may be someone like Trump. Instead of helping people, he's doing more and more to get money himself. Self-empowerment. We call it being a king or whatever, but it's self-empowerment, self-enrichment. And that's not what life is about. We need to learn to share. The early followers of Jesus, when you read the book of Acts, shared everything. And when they didn't, God, it wasn't so good for them. So we actually are supposed to be sharing and caring and loving, unifying. That's what we're meant to do. So unity is one of the gifts of love, one of the gifts, the only word coming to my mind right now, but anyway, an element of love. And we have more to come, but be aware that unification and things like that don't necessarily agree with how we're living and doing things. I've already mentioned sharing, and that was actually in the New Testament as the way the first followers of Jesus lived. Also be aware that the first pastor ever was in the New Testament, and it was a female, and her husband helped her. And we tend to think everyone's got to be male pastors and things. We have a lot of female pastors now, and that's good to see. But, we don't always read the Bible as good as we think we are. And I'm not necessarily one that follows just the Bible. I look at all religions and all spirituality, and hopefully I'm being guided by God in what I'm telling you. So unification is number one. Hope you got something from this message. More to come. God bless you. God bless me and learn how to do this.